Welcome to Joy in Our Town, a special program designed to bring community leaders to you, where they will be asked to address issues of importance to the public. We will be talking about the problems as well as the positive things happening in our town.
Welcome to Joy in Our Town. I am Rita Gray Martin. We have with us Robin Curry, the Executive Director of Little Light Christian Educational School. Welcome.
Thank you.
Today we'll discuss education, specifically school for children with incarcerated parents. Tell us about the criteria for accepting students into the Little Light Christian School, please, Robin.
At Little Light Christian School, we accept children who have one parent who has been or is now incarcerated. So these children that attend our school have one parent who is either in jail or prison right now, or they have history.
Okay, so how do you find the students specifically?
Mostly it's by word of mouth, but we also reach out to our community. We're located on the northeast side of town, so we place ads for students in the Black Chronicle. We also reach out to churches on the east side and send them enrollment information when it gets enrollment time. But a lot of our students have just come by word of mouth. We have a student whose parent or caregiver tells another caregiver about our school.
So where exactly are you located on the northeast side?
We are inside the Lone Star Baptist Church. They have, we're not actually affiliated with the church, but they have opened their doors to us, and so we lease some space from them.
So partnership.
Yes.
So if a parent wanted to contact you, they could actually just walk into the church?
Well, they have to call a phone number, either the school number or my cell number, which I publish my cell number everywhere too, so that we do keep the doors locked, so you have to, you can't just walk in.
Okay, well that's good.
But you can just call, you can always call me.
That's great. How much do students have to pay? Is there tuition?
No, this school is tuition free for children of the incarcerated. And we not only pay for their education, they get 2 meals a day plus a snack. We subsidize their uniforms. We ask them to pay a little bit on their uniforms. It helps them learn to take care of them. But they get all their school supplies, and we also pay for their transportation if they live within 9 miles of the school.
Okay, so you have a bus service?
Yes, we have a van.
Oh, a van, okay, excellent. And why do we need a school especially for children of the incarcerated? Why can't they go to a regular school?
Well, many of them are in our regular schools, and the more people have been studying children of the incarcerated, they find that they have lots of issues that other children don't have because of the trauma that they experience when their parent leaves the home and goes to prison. And this is worse for children whose mothers are incarcerated, but it's also severe for children whose daddies are in prison. And they have separation anxiety. They immediately, almost always, start experiencing depression. They have problems with their other caregivers. Some of them display post-traumatic stress disorder, and this makes it very difficult for children to learn in school.
I understand they have attachment disorders also.
Yes.
So do you have counselors on board to work with children?
Yes, we do. Our children have a coping skills class every Thursday, and also we have therapy just woven into our program. We have a therapy dog who visits the school often. We also, the children are allowed to do ballroom dancing twice a week. They get physical exercise every day. Our nutrition plan helps, but they also do art and music once a week because we know that those types of things are de-stressors for children. And also just the general loving environment of our school, because we build everything we do on love and understanding. Begin to drop some of their anxieties, and then they're able to learn.
What is your population? What is your enrollment number?
We have 7 students right now.
Okay.
So we are a very small school, but for those 7 students, we have 3 teachers and a full-time assistant. All of our teachers have at least a master's degree. That's not a requirement that we put forth, but that's just who the Lord has brought our way, and we're very grateful. They're extremely wonderful educators, and they really know what they're doing. They have lots of special training.
One of the things that came to mind is if the parents are incarcerated and they get out of prison, do the students stay with you, or do they have to go back to public schools?
No, they stay with us, because that's why we accept children that just have history also, because these children still have their issues if their parent comes back.
Yes.
Many times they have not had counseling, and sometimes the parent gets treatment for certain things in prison, but the family back home doesn't, and these children are still suffering.
Now, field trips, do you take the students to visit their parents?
We do not do that. We partner with other organizations who do, but we take them on field trips, though, because a big part of our program is teaching the children about their community and social skills. And so we have a full slate of field trips that are coming up this year. We take them on at least one a quarter.
That's great, cultural awareness. Tell us about the new chairman of the board of Little Light Ministries.
We are so excited to have Mr. Justin Jones as the new chairman of our board. And Justin is the recently retired director of Oklahoma Department of Corrections. And so he knows the corrections industry, but the important thing about Mr. Jones is he was the child of an incarcerated parent himself, and so he can identify with our children. And he's also served on lots of other boards, and he is helping us get poised to grow.
That's nice. Do you have more boy students or girl students, or what's the ratio of
Right now we
gender?
have more boys. It has fluctuated. At times we have more girls, and then other times we have more boys. It's just depends on who happens to be enrolled at the current time.
So what are the age groups?
We serve K through 8 right now, but our dream is to add a year and to walk hand in hand with these children into college or trade school or a job. But we want to be there as a safety net for them as they grow up and continue to tutor or whatever they need as they reach adulthood.
So you keep in touch with them.
We are going to track them and mentor and continue to teach. If they want to do college online, we'll be there.
That's excellent. That's excellent. So talk to me about the solution. What do you foresee as the solution? What can the community do to help?
Well, there are some other programs also that serve children of the incarcerated. We just really need to raise awareness of the children of the incarcerated, that we have many of them on any given day in Oklahoma. There are at least 20,000 children of incarcerated parents in our state. And as educators and pastors and teachers and friends of these children, we need to offer understanding to them. And also in other community programs, leaders need to be aware that these children are going to be having special issues, and we need to help them to get trauma counseling and just to be aware. But we hope to be growing and starting some satellite schools in different areas around the metro so that we can reach more, because we have seen fantastic results with our almost one-on-one teaching model.
Do you have any bilingual students or ESL students that need English as a second language?
Not yet, but that would be an area we would love to get into. This is our 3rd year, so we're still really new, but we have lots of ideas of how we want to continue to expand our program.
Well, you've expressed some of the ways that you are different from a traditional school. Are there any other things that you'd like to elaborate on?
I would just say that we address the whole child. And you know, Aristotle said that educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. And that's really the core of what we do. In everything that we teach to the whole person. So we don't, you know, there are lots of really smart people who've gone to prison because they made bad choices. So we emphasize character development and a holistic learning and soft skills. We teach the children how to shake hands with someone, how to introduce themselves, how to look at someone. All these social soft skills. We teach these day by day. Manners, etiquette, all of those are also woven into what we do.
Excellent. So you said that you've been open for 3 years. Have any of your students been with you for those 3 years?
Yes, we have one in particular that was our was an original student.
Well, I think it's excellent that you're giving that safety net, that you're always there, that you're available to them, whether they're there in your school or they are transitioned back into the public schools. Supporting the jail programs, can you talk to me a little bit about that, how you support the jail programs other than with the children, or do you visit with the parents at all to help them help their own child when they see their child?
We have not done a lot of that. We're just so busy meeting with the children, and we also work with their caregivers and their families. We are a big crisis safety net for our families. If they have, if they need food, we go and take them groceries. We've helped with plumbing problems. Whenever the families are having a crisis, we are there to help the family as well as the child, and our dream is to really expand that. We want to get into offering parenting classes and lots of different opportunities for the caregivers of these children, because this is another big area of need, is that these caregivers are so overloaded and so stressed out that a lot of times their health breaks down and other bad things happen to them.
Well, it sounds like you're trying to break the cycle also of the parent being incarcerated and then the children following in that, and you're giving them love, as you said, to love the entire child. So I think that's excellent. When we nurture a child, when we give them that safety net, because I know that children that have parents that are incarcerated have separation anxiety, so they don't want to get attached because they're afraid that someone will leave them. So you sound like you're offering that, so that's excellent. Is there anything else that you'd like us to know about your program?
Our mission is to break the cycle of generational incarceration in Oklahoma. And this is the ultimate intervention because the children have not been in trouble yet. And once you get in trouble and once you've been arrested, you have residual effects for the rest of your lives. So we have the children during the best hours of their day, not an after-school program when they're already tired. So we're extremely excited, and we see ourselves as that's a very solemn duty as a steward of those moments in a child's life.
Well, it sounds like you are mentoring not only the child, but the whole family, or like you said, the caregivers. So could you give us your website or a phone number that people could call if they needed to speak with you?
Yes. Our website is littlelightschool.org, and it's L-I-G-H-T, just like this little light of mine. And my personal number, you can reach me, is 405-760-1118.
Okay, so you teach the children art, music, you give them the field trips, which I think is excellent, because anytime you take a child on a cultural adventure, you plant a seed. And planting the seed of love and security is also very important to not only children of incarcerated parents, but all children. So that's very, very, very special. And you have lots of teachers, and that's wonderful. 7 children with 3 teachers and assistants, that's excellent. That's really, really wonderful. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. Could you give her phone number one more time, please?
405-760-1118.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita.
Appreciate it.